some people, the thought of seeing a psychologist fills them with fear. And for lots of people, they're a little bit nervous about what to expect. So I thought during this e-conversation we might look at the 4 most common misconceptions about seeing a psychologist. The first thing that people notice when they come into my room is that there's no couch for them to lie down on like they might see in the movies, just comfy chairs. So people often ask, where am I supposed to sit? Well, unless there are specific therapies or specific things like EMDR or an assessment, then it doesn't really matter where you sit. Sit wherever you feel comfortable. Make yourself at home. And if you do need to sit somewhere specifically for a specific reason, your therapist will talk to you about that and tell you why and how. 2, some people feel that coming to see a psychologist is going to be a life sentence. That because I need to see someone now, it means that I have to see someone every week for the rest of my life. Now, while there are some conditions that do take a little bit more time to see some action and to get some traction, for the most part, that's not true. The research shows us that for something like moderate to mild depression, 6 to 8 sessions is enough to see some substantial improvement. So coming to see a psychologist now is really a short-term commitment where we'd expect to see some really good movement. 3, some people think that coming to see a psychologist is going to be really unpleasant, and they're going to spend the entire time raking over every mistake they've ever made in the past and reliving all of their unpleasant memories. Now, it's true that sometimes we do need to look at the past, particularly, for example, if we're managing trauma. But for the most part, we want to know what you can do today so that you can live a better life tomorrow. So we're going to have an eye on the past and how we arrived here, but I want to spend most of our time talking about what you can do better in the future. I want you to be able to make better choices with an increased skill set, looking forward. So I'm not going to spend all that much time looking back over your past mistakes. And 4, some people think that they need to get to the end of their rope, that coming to see a psychologist must be the really last thing they do, because they feel as though they have to abdicate responsibility, that I have to get to the point where I can't cope at all and I need someone else to prop me up. Well, that's not the case either. Psychologists are there to work with you, to build your capacity, to increase your skills, and to draw on your strengths so that you can make better decisions into the future. Now, the skills that you're going to learn are stuff that you take away so that you can better cope with life today, make better and increased decisions tomorrow, and so that you can live a full life for the rest of your life. So that in the future, if things become bumpy and as things pop up, you'll have a tool bag with a whole bunch of different skill sets that you can draw on. Coming to see a psychologist is not coming to the sage or the oracle who's going to give you all of the answer, but partnering with someone who can work with you to improve your future moving forward. And one last bonus one. Make sure that you partner with a psychologist you feel comfortable with. It doesn't matter why this dynamic doesn't work. If you'd like to see someone who's younger or older, a male or a female, that's fine. When you come in, make sure that you feel comfortable with the psychologist, the counsellor, or the therapist you're working with. And if it doesn't work the first time, seek someone else. It's about you. You're in control. You drive what you want to talk about. It's your skills and it's your life. So make some good decisions moving into the future. I hope you've enjoyed and you found this short conversation useful. And if you'd like to make some changes, I invite you to call our host team here at Masters.